Just going to load up both sides of this fan brush to start the clouds. And we'll start here in this corner. And just do some swirlies. And when it starts to get muddy like that, you stop and clean the brush and start over. But first I'm going to blend those. And what I like to use to blend them with is this goat hair brush that I got at Michael's. Bob doesn't use a goat hair brush. I've ever seen him use one, but this helps to really poof out the clouds and blend those colors together very nicely. And I have 3 or 4 of these now. They sell them on Temu. They're just not as nice as the ones at Michael's, so I suggest going to Michael's. And again, we're just making a little smoky clouds here to go in with our wintry scene. There, it's getting muddy. We're going to stop there and get the little poofer back out and poof out those clouds. We can tweak them some more in a little bit, but I like how it just kind of smokes them up. You'll see in the end how nice they turn out. Just going along the bottom of that one and along the bottom of this one. Haven't really decided where my light is coming from yet. Sometimes I like to just let it do its own thing. And this one I won't poof out quite as much as the other one because I want it to be accentuating some of those structures in that cloud. So I'm just poofing out the top a little more than the bottom, but the bottom definitely needs to have a little bit of something. And I'll do that one more time, and then those clouds will be done. So here I've added a few more little bits and pieces of clouds. Just going to swirl them up. Leave them a little bit whiter, little parts and pieces. And less is more. We want them to be a little more standoutish than the other cloud. And there I added a little bit of the black. It's ivory black. It's more of a grayish black. But it'll give it some definition for those clouds as well. Since most of my black turned muddy earlier, you'll have that. You just gotta go with it. Sometimes the canvas, as cold as it is outside, I think that the canvas didn't really set up well with the initial layer of white that I put on, because my white was extremely thick because it's like 2 degrees outside, and even though I brought my stuff in to warm up, it's still cold. All right, we'll tweak that again with a little bit more pink, and then my clouds will be done. There it is before I poof it with the little goat brush. And you want to have a clean, dry brush to take out all the brush strokes of your clouds. So I'm going to take that brush that I was using and just go over this very lightly, like 3 hairs and some air, and just smooth out the brush strokes, which is going to change some of the way the clouds look. But it sets the paint down into the canvas and gives it a much better look. And those brush strokes really need to be gone in the end, or it won't be as nice for the oil painting in the end. So this is kind of what I was going for, is from here up is going to be clouds. You don't want to like cut your painting in half exactly. You always want it to be off just a teeny bit. So this is going to be my horizon line. This is going to be some trees, and then this is going to be the sky with a big tree over here and maybe a medium tree over here and some edging around the lake once we finish the lake. But that'll be the last. So I'm working backwards to forwards. So the background clear to the foreground and hoping it has a lot of depth in it with just the 3 colors.